This is not just a movie about what I would film with only 1 week left. It's an experiment in learning to see again. There's been one thing taking up a ton of space in my mind recently, and it's the insane amount of content we produce. iPhone selfies, TikTok videos, and all of the random pictures we take throughout the day that get lost in the void of our camera roll. But what do we do with this content? The answer is typically nothing, and that's what sparks the main question for this film. Why? Why does content just waste away on our phones, waiting to be forgotten? You see, I think the answer lies in meaning. We're so used to endless storage and camera rolls that we don't have to prioritize. We never have to ask ourselves, is this photo really worth taking? Instead, we treat content creation as a bottomless pit that never ends. My goal is to change that. The first idea I had to solve this problem was a pretty popular one: film. These film rolls limit us to a set number of images per roll, so naturally we think through each shot just a little bit more, and it causes us to slow down, to think through what really matters, and sometimes to even appreciate something without capturing it. So I hopped on the bandwagon. I grabbed my trusty vintage film camera, headed to the store to buy some new film, and loaded it up. Each shot I took, and for that matter didn't take, felt like I was one step closer to breaking the norm. I was creating content that actually mattered to me, instead of contributing to the bottomless pit of pictures that just stay in my camera roll. Photo after photo, I fell more in love with the process. The click of the shutter was the perfect ASMR in my ears, and the tactile feeling of winding the film somehow calmed my racing mind. And that was all until this moment. Hi, I was curious how much you sell your film for?
Yeah, we currently sell our Portra 400 for about $1,000.
Okay, fine. Maybe I exaggerated a little bit. But seriously, it was like $10 for each roll of film and then another $10 just to develop it. That's $1.80 per shot. Almost $2 for every picture you take. I don't know about you, but I am not rich, and I don't have the budgeting skills to make $20 a roll a realistic thing. So with that being said, it's back to the drawing board. My failure with film put me in a bit of a slump, but it made me question a few things. Like, why does shooting film work in the first place? After countless showers and way too much thinking, I think I've finally stumbled across the answer. You see, when you're spending money on every single picture you take, you naturally don't want to have to waste any of the frames. There's a scarcity to it, because you have a limited amount of pictures. So what if we recreated that scarcity in a way that doesn't involve burning through a ton of cash? That leads us to talking about our resources. Aside from money, what is one of the most valuable resources we have? I think you can kind of see where this is going. Running out of time is a fear that a lot of people can relate to. And to emulate it, I'm gonna ask myself one question. What would you film if you only had 1 week left? It's a little bit of a morbid thought, but it leads you to ask some serious questions. Like, what is really worth paying attention to? And what really matters? Asking myself these questions led me down a long path of self-reflection, and ultimately, it led me to making this. If I only had 1 week left, I'd film a lot more of you. Not that I'd get to see the videos when I'm gone, but more so in hopes that I could show you how I see you. It'd be a lot of sunsets and afternoon walks, morning trips to Starbucks and nighttime drives to Sonic, cuddling on the couch to reality TV, and definitely lots of travel. Exploring with you is one of my favorite things. It's like traveling with my home while getting to see a new place. Discovering something new and getting to share it with my best friend. If I had 1 week left, I'd want to live inside all of those tiny moments with you. I'd want to capture them forever as proof that something so perfect could actually exist. So there you go. That's what I would capture if I only had 1 week left. I'm curious what this experiment would look like for you. Be sure to comment down below and let me know what you think. And other than that, toodaloo.